Baseman number 10, Mac Brown. The center fielder for the Norse, number 1, Jenna Rose. Batting third and playing right field, number 3, Alicia Flores. The second baseman, number 11, Peyton Mueller-Stens. The first baseman, number 15, Brielle DeMemo. The shortstop, number 14, Lexi Morris. Catching for the Norse, number 23, Emma Yin. Starting at the pitcher's position today, number 18, Marley Loudermilk. And the designated player, number 7, Macari Chapman. And in left field for your Norse, number 32, Victoria Flores. The head coach of the Norse is Morgan Garak. She's assisted by Maddie Lacer, Jackson Lauman, and Emily Alphin. The umpires for today's doubleheader are Paul Williams, Brian Iggy, and Catherine Graf. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball. Bring them out, hey. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, hey. Bring them out, VIP, coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, off lights, what that mean? Hope said in the state, wanna see back me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked, boys sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall to shack now. Now pitching for the Norse, number 7, Macari Chapman. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, hey, I'm a hot girl yelling, bring them out, hey, all the dope boys yelling, bring them out, hey, from the back gate yelling, bring them out, hey. I know when as a kid, what other southern rapper hooded than this, I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. She be rapping by flow, I don't move in the brick. She talk about shooting at, now we're doing it quick. If they hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. Never catch another. Welcome, Norse Nation. You're joining us live here at the Frank Ignatius Grind Field on the campus of Northern Kentucky University in Highland Heights, Kentucky. Getting ready for the first pitch here as your NKU Norse take on the Valparaiso Beacon. Scheduled to go for a 2-game double bill here today. This first pitch getting underway. We're right at 12 p.m. noon. And first pitch at exactly 12 p.m. noon. Batter number 14 for Valparaiso stands in and takes ball 1. We have freshman Macari Chapman in the circle for the Norse.
We'll go over the starting lineups in the field here in just a second for your Norse. There's a ball pitched, a strike, catches that corner. So 1-1 the count. We have Brielle DeMemo at first, Peyton Mueller-Stenz at second, Lexi Morris at short, Mac Brow at third, Victoria Flores in left, Jenna Rhodes in center, and Kenzie Gully in right. As that batter falls that pitch off foul down the right field line. You have Emma Ginn behind the plate. Emma been doing a lot of the workload behind the plate as Brooke Keltner is battling through a knee injury she suffered, but looking like she's making progress every day, so hopefully she can get back in this lineup as well. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. A good start for Chapman in the circle, getting the leadoff batter down on strikes for the Valparaiso Beacon. So one down here to start the top of the first. Good start for the Norse. Number 99 stands in, left-handed batter. There's a swing and a miss upstairs for strike one. It's a good start for Macari. That ball popped up out of play behind the third base dugout for strike two. So quickly, Macari getting ahead on this batter. 0-2 the count. Beautiful day for softball here in Highland Heights, Kentucky. Got a temperature of 68 degrees at game time. Looking for a high of 76. It was overcast most of the morning. Sun starting to creep out a little bit, but a beautiful day. That ball slapped foul. Brown gets over and squeezes that in foul territory for the second out of the inning. A great start for the Norse.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Kim Rodas.
That'll bring up the third batter, number 5, Lunas for Valparaiso. That ball fouled straight back, out of play. The Norse coming off a split down in EKU this past weekend, where they won 2 and lost 2. Had their chances to perhaps pick up another win and see if they can turn things around. There's a pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. There's a good pitch on the outside corner for a strike. There's a ball fouled off down the third baseline. So 2-2 the count. We got 2 down here. Quick start, 2 quick outs for Valparaiso. Got Macari Chapman in the circle. The battery of Ginn and Chapman here for the Norse to start things out in this first game of the doubleheader. There's a ball fouled off. Got to reach in a bit. So good pitch. This the first home opener for the Norse here. They've been on the road for 4 weeks now, and had a beautiful day to start things off here. So they'll have a busy week of softball here. They'll play 2 today. There is bad weather coming in this evening, so the game scheduled for tomorrow against Morehead State has been rescheduled. We're looking at severe winds, possible tornado-type weather tomorrow, so that was canceled. And then the Norse have the Norse Invitational this weekend. So if you're able to get out to the field and support the Norse, if you're in the area or within driving distance, we encourage you to come out and support your 2026 Northern Kentucky University softball program. So 3-2 the count, 2 down, nobody on. We're in the top of the first. That ball skied up, out of play on the right side. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And soft lifted into center field. Jenna Rhodes comes up and makes the grab for the third out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Valparaiso in the top of the first. We'll be back to start things off in the bottom half of the first. No score here at Frank Ignatius Grind Field. You're watching the North Softball Network. Welcome back, North Nation. Getting ready to start the bottom half of the first inning as third baseman Mac Brow stands in for the Norse. Junior out of Plainfield, Illinois. Takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Mac off to a hot start this spring season here, doing a phenomenal job in the leadoff position, on base percentage. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Using all fields for her hitting. She has done a really nice job and matured and not trying to pull those outside pitches, but going with the pitch and taking them to right field. Let's see, they're staying away from her here. Let's see if she can drive one on the right side. And she does just that, and that's going to fall and drop for a hit. So again, she's been doing that well all season. Not a hard swing, a little more than a check swing. And softly hit that into the right center gap for leadoff single here for the Norse to start things off. So great start for the Norse. That brings up center fielder, senior Jenna Rhodes. Jenna hails from Wilmington, Ohio. Takes down low for a ball. She's looking to bunt and sacrifice the runner over, but pulls the bat back. Let's see if the Norse are going to try to sacrifice this runner over. Jenna is a good contact hitter. Has good pop in her bat as well. And she pops that one up. And that one's caught behind the plate in foul territory for the first out. So just got under that pitch a little bit. Popped it up and straight back, and the catcher was able to navigate around the umpire and squeeze that in the glove for the first out of the inning.
Number 3, Alicia Flores.
Kinsey Gully stands in. Freshman right fielder, left-hander for the Norse. Takes the first pitch strike on the inside part of the plate. Here's a steal attempt that gets out past the second baseman. Over to third goes Brow on the overthrow. And just like that, the Norse have a runner in scoring position. Brow going first to third on the steal with the overthrow.
Correction, batting number 3, Kinsey Gully.
Advances to third base. So the Norse are in business here in the bottom of the first. One down. Runner on third. After a Mac Brow leadoff single to start things off in the bottom of the first. Kinsey Gully stands in. He reaches down to foul one off. 1-2 the count to Gully. Sacrifice fly would get this run in. Brow with good speed at third. There's a ball in the dirt, but good stop by the catcher to prevent the pass ball there. Nice job by the Valpo catcher there. 2-2 the count. There's a high fastball. Just got a piece of that to stay alive. 2-2 the count. Kinsey has shown to be a tough out at times, being able to handle that bat and foul pitches off when necessary. Let's see if she could put something in play here. Infield is playing in. There's a single. Gets by the right fielder. That ball short hopped. It looks like Kinsey's going to make it into third. So the Norse jump on the beacon early in the bottom of the first here. Still only one out. Gully doing a nice job of getting that RBI single to score Brow from third. That'll likely go down as a two-base error on the right fielder, letting that ball go all the way to the fence on her. But good job of putting that ball in play by Kinsey Gully. And the Valpo coach is going to go out to the circle and talk it over with her pitcher, trying to settle them down early as the Norse jump out to a 1-0 lead early here. We're in the bottom of the first. The sun's coming out. Going to try to get to a high of 76 today, the AccuWeather report says. The sun coming through some of these clouds. It was mostly overcast all morning. The sun really just coming out within the last 30 minutes, so starting to heat up here with the sun. Beautiful day, though, for softball. Had a nice one here yesterday. Reached a high of about 68, 70 degrees most of the day yesterday here in Highland Heights in the northern Kentucky area. Peyton Mueller-Sten stands in. Senior second baseman out of Wisconsin. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Norse going to need to do everything to get this runner across the plate at third with only one out here. Again, trying to just put it in play. Ground ball, fly ball. It's real important to get as many runs. The Norse have done a good job scoring runs this year for the most part. He had good spurts there against Louisville, against NKU, but unable to hold them in the late innings. And so very easily could have had at least two additional wins here, but let's see if they can continue to improve in that aspect of the game. But getting good run support like this is always a bonus, and you want to get as many as you can because you never know. late in the game when you might need those additional runs. Muller-Stenz fouls that off. Count goes to 3-2. Kenzie Gully stands at third base, 60 feet away. Norse already on top, 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. There's a inside pitch fought off on her hands by Muller-Stenz. Foul it down the first baseline. She'll do it again. Good piece of hitting there to stay alive here with the count full. Another pitch fouled back, so she's on it. Good job of hitting here. And in these counts, 1-2, 0-2, 3-2, sometimes just shortening that swing a bit, getting a barrel on the ball and putting it in play, something Peyton will look to do here with full count. She just gets a piece of that one, so she's fouled three straight off here. Great battle here. Good job in the box there by Peyton. Staying alive here to try to get that second run across the plate for the Norse here in the bottom of the first. Ooh, there's a ball inside, and it hits her. So hit by a pitch. Looked like it got her right on the thigh. She's a tough young lady, so she's used to that. She'll run it off here.
Number 15, Brielle DeMemo.
That brings up the first baseman, senior Brielle DeMemo out of St. Louis, Missouri. Brielle with the huge weekend last weekend, Eastern Kentucky. And there's a double steal. And the Norse get the second run across. Valpo electing to throw down, and that second throw back to home not in time to get the speedy Gully coming in from third base on the double steal attempt. So nice job by the Norse of executing that double steal as they get another run across the plate, and they're not done yet. Brielle stands in. Brielle had a grand slam this weekend against Delaware State. I believe she had 6 RBI games, so she's on fire at the plate right now, tearing things up for the Norse, and they're going to need her bat to continue to stay hot as we finish up this pre-conference season and head into the Horizon League play here in approximately 1 to 2 weeks. Two and 0 the count to DeMemo. There's a ball lifted to right field. Right fielder coming in, makes the catch on the run. Muller-Stenz unable to advance. That ball about midfield there and right. Hit pretty high in the air.
Shortstop, number 14, Lexi Morris.
So DeMemo flies out to right for the second out, and that'll bring up shortstop junior Lexi Morris out of Yorktown, Indiana. Lexi had a 2 RBI double against Delaware State, too, in the Norse's big early innings of that game. Starting to come alive a little bit more at the plate. Very athletic shortstop. She takes that second pitch for a ball, so 1-1 the count to Lexi. Base hit would be nice. I would think Coach Jarek would send Peyton here to try to get that third run across early. There's a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. And the booth's getting a little carried away with the music here. They may need to turn that down during play. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Morris goes down on strikes, stranding Muller stands on second, but the Norse do get 2 across the plate here in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the top of the second here in just a minute. You're watching Norse Softball on the Norse Softball Network. We'll be right back. Getting ready to start the top of the second here. Norse jump on top early in the first inning, pushing 2 across in the bottom half of the first. Makari Chapman in the circle for the Norse. She'll stand in against the number 4 hitter for Valparaiso, Morris. The Beacon went down in order 1, 2, 3 to start the game off in the top of the first. Norse did a nice job getting off the field there pretty quickly. There's a strike at the belt. 1-1 the count. There's a ball this time. Looked pretty similar to the last pitch. This young lady looks like a power hitter here. She stands in. May not want to miss up in the zone here. There's a good comeback pitch at the knees for low, but misses for a strike. So good job of spotting that pitch there by Makari. 3-1 the count. Nobody on. We're just starting things off in the top half of the second here. There's a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Great location there. Kind of froze her. She couldn't do anything with that on the inside. That ball tailing in to the right-hander. Nice pitch by Makari. And there's a ball that missed low and outside. So lead-off walk here for the Beacon and the top of the second. Kyle Garnica, number 3, stands in for Valparaiso, looking to get things going for their top half of this inning. Trailing already by 2 to the Norse. Let's see if they elect to hit away or they're going to try to sacrifice. Looks like no sacrifice here, so another good-sized player for Valparaiso. Would appear to have good power based on stature and physical presence. So looks like they may be. It's a good changeup there for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. Way to get ahead of this pitch batter by Makari there with the runner on first after the leadoff walk. There's a ball upstairs, swing and a miss for strike. Good pitch there, so good comeback. A way to attack the batter after the leadoff walk. So let's see if she can keep that form here. There's a pitch downstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count. That sun has burned through the overcast here. Looks like these clouds are moving away here. Beautiful day for softball here. That ball hit deep. Victoria Flores goes back just in front of the warning track and hauls it in for the second out of the inning.
Number 7, Caden Krug.
Victoria has her sunglasses down. That sun is, she's staring straight into the sun.
44, Caden Krug.
Did a nice job of shielding with her glove hand prior to making that catch. So 2 down quickly now. Good job by Chapman in the circle, getting the next 2 batters in succession after the leadoff walk. First pitch fouled off to the right side, out of play. Leadoff batter still on first after the leadoff walk. 2 outs here. That ball fouled straight back into the stands. Watch out. And Zach grabs the ball from the spectators. Makari way ahead now, 0-2 on this batter. And gets her reaching on the outside part of the plate, and that ball fouled out of play. It's a nice job of settling down here against these next 3 batters here. Let's see if we can get a ground out on the infield here. There's a ground ball hit, but foul down the third baseline. So count remains 0-2. Got 2 down, runner on first for the Beacon. 0-2 the count here to this number 7 batter for the Valparaiso Beacon. There's a chopper on the infield to Morris. And runner is able to beat that out. So Lexi playing a little deeper in the infield with 2 outs. That ball not hit very hard at all. Bounced her, chopped into her glove. Fielded cleanly, but had to make an off-balance throw. Got it there, but the speedy runner for the Beacon able to leg that out. So with 2 down, the Beacon have runners on first and second. We have a lefty matchup, the number 8 batter for the Beacon here. There's the first pitch. Ball taken low and outside. So the Beacon not wanting to go way too easily. There's a good comeback strike there. Low and at the knees on the outside part of the plate. And there's a great play of fielding her position. Makari getting the speedy lefty who bunted, attempted with 2 outs. So the Norse get out of that inning. The Beacon stranding runners, 2 runners on base. Will go to the bottom of the second. Norse winning 2-0.
Leading off for the Norse, the catcher, number 23, Emma Ginn.
Welcome back to the Frank Ignatius Grind softball field on the campus of Northern Kentucky University here in Highland Heights, Kentucky. Getting ready to start the first pitch of the bottom of the second. Emma Ginn, number 23, stands in and takes first pitch strike. Emma, hailing from Trumbull County, Kentucky, the town of Milton. There's a swing and a miss, a high heater, and Emma quickly falls behind in the count, 0-2. Emma, good two-strike hitter, though. Makes good contact, knows the strike zone well as a catcher, as you might imagine. Looking to put this one in play, shorten up the swing a little bit. And she goes down on 3 pitches there. So Ginn goes down on strikes to start things off in the bottom half of the second for the Norse.
The designated player, number 18, Marley Loudermilk.
So quickly one down for the Norse. That brings up number 18, Marley Loudermilk. Marley had herself a career day last weekend at Eastern Kentucky University, getting several RBIs, including a double and a triple down the line there. Several RBIs. She takes strike 2. So great performance. Good to see Marley was ready when called upon to deliver, and she did exactly that. Real happy for her. Let's see if she can, with 2 strikes here, put something into play here. And gets ahead of that one and falls that off down the left-hand side. She stays alive here. Fighting a little bit of an uphill battle down in the count, 0-2. Marley, a sophomore out of Terre Haute, Indiana. That ball fouled back, out of play on the right side. So good job staying alive here. Fouling 2 off after falling behind 0-2. Let's see if they come off speed here with this pitch. Nope, that was up high. Nope. And Marley able to check her swing on that. The appeal down to first base umpire, who says safe. Did not swing. So good hold on that. 1-2 the count to Loudermilk. Another one fouled into the Norse dugout there. Right at one of the coaches there. That ball ricocheting like a pinball inside the Norse dugout. So Marley staying alive here. 1-2 the count. There's the changeup, trying to get her after she's fouling these off. So count now even at 2. Good job by Marley standing in here, battling. She's been seeing the ball well, so. That ball fouled off to the right side, about 2 feet right of the foul line there. There's a swing and a miss. So good battle by Marley, but just looks like they changed up speeds on her. Was way out in front of that and swung through that pitch for strike 3. So 2 strikeouts to start things off for the Norse here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the pitcher, number 7, Makari Chapman. Takes first pitch strike on the outside part of the plate. That ball hit to left field. Left fielder camps underneath it and squeezes it for the third out. So the Norse go down in order here in the bottom of the second. They do still maintain their lead of 2-0. We'll be right back on the North Softball Network to start the top of the third. Leadoff batter here for Valparaiso stands in Azealia Lopez. Start things off here in their top half of the third inning. Takes ball down in the dirt for ball one. Norse jumping on top of the Beacon early in this game, scoring 2 in the bottom of the first. Looking to hold them so they can add on a few more runs here, hopefully. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. One and one the count to Lopez. Right fielder for the Beacon. That ball hit, and left fielder Victoria Flores runs in, making that play for the first out of the inning. So Lopez flies out to left field for the first out of the inning for the Beacon. Valparaiso University, a Lutheran-founded university in Porter County, Indiana, up on the shores of Lake Michigan. Enrollment of about 2,500 students, including both graduate and undergraduate programs. Here's a ball fouled off on a changeup, foul just down the right field line. For years, having grown up in Northwest Indiana, Chicago area, familiar with Valparaiso, hope I don't slip up on this broadcast. They were formerly known as the Crusaders and had a name change a few years back, so they go by the Valparaiso Beacon. And does take some getting used to when these name changes occur. So I'm doing my best to keep calling them their proper name, the Beacon, and hope I don't revert back to the Crusaders. So there's a good pitch. 0-2, just missed on the outside part of the plate. There's a ball flied out to Gully. Line drive. She's able to make a running catch to her right for the second out of the inning.
Number 99, Marissa Jackson.
There's a swing and a miss to the third batter of the inning here with the Beacon getting 2 down quickly here in the top of the third, and a fly out to left and a line out to right. That ball fouled out, slapped at it, off to the left side. So Macari doing a nice job this inning, pitching from ahead against these batters. She's up right now 0-2 in the count. That ball lifted. Morris behind the third base bag. Eases over to make the third out of the inning. So the Beacon go down in order here in the top of the third. North still leading 2-0. We'll be right back on the North Softball Network to start things off in the bottom of 3. Welcome back to the campus of Northern Kentucky University in beautiful Highland Heights, Kentucky. Mac Brow stands in for the Norse, takes first pitch ball. We're at the top of the order here for the Norse, who enjoy a 2-0 lead after throwing up 2 in the bottom half of the first inning. There's a strike taken on the outside corner. 1-1 the count. Mac Brow started that all off with a good piece of hitting, taking that outside pitch to right field, dropping that in front of the right fielder. There's a swing, pop up on the infield to second base, who squeezes it for the out. So Brow pops up to the second baseman for the first out here in the bottom of the third.
Fielder, number 1, Jenna Rose.
That brings up senior center fielder Jenna Rose. Jenna was attempting a sacrifice bunt at her first at-bat and popped up to the catcher. Just got under that bunt attempt a little bit and wasn't popped up very high, but enough for the catcher to circumvent the umpire, reach back and grab the bunt attempt in her glove for that out. No harm done, though, as the Norse did get 2 across in the bottom of the first. And she stares at a rise ball up in the zone for a ball. So 1-1 the count to Rhodes. There's a swing and a miss on the outside part of the plate. Jenna quickly goes down 1-2. Jenna will probably be looking to shorten up the swing a little bit. Is a good contact hitter, knows her strike zone, and has no problem hitting from behind in the count. That ball lifted in foul territory. Left fielder makes a nice play on the run, coming over and making the catch in foul territory for out number 2. So 2 pop-ups here to start things off for the Norse. Quickly, they have 2 down. That brings up Kenzie Gully, who got an RBI, got Mac Brow in from third base on a hit to right field, her first time at bat. There's a ball fouled off her foot there. Took a good rip at that one, just got a piece of it though and fouled it off of her foot there. 0-1 the count to Gully. There's a good-looking pitch. Must have just missed. 1-1 the count. This pitcher from Valparaiso has pretty good velocity. I would guess she's pitching maybe 63, 64 miles an hour at times. Mixed a few different speeds on a few pitchers to a few batters, but pretty much has a rise ball. 2-1 the count. And she finds a strike zone there for strike 2. So 2-2 to Gully. There's a chopper to second. She's going to beat that out. Good job of Kenzie hustling down the line for an infield hit. Chopped that one down just over the outstretched arm of the pitcher. Second baseman, a little slow getting to that slow hit ball. And the speedy Gully able to beat that out, coming over on the left side, hustling down the first base line. So good job of getting aboard by Gully. There's a stolen base, a fake bunt attempt by Peyton, who stands in with 2 down. Kenzie able to steal that. Catcher came up throwing, but bobbled it out of her mitt, dropped to the ground, and Gully easily into second base for a stolen base with 2 outs. That ball lifted to right field, and the right fielder comes in and squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning. So 2-out infield single by Gully leaves stranded at second base. The Norse will go to the top of the 4th here, still on top by a score of 2-0. You're watching the North Softball Network. Welcome back to the Fig as we start the top of the 4th. Shortstop number 5, Kim Rhoda, stands in for Valparaiso. There's the ball chopped to second baseman. Peyton handles it, and in time over to first for the 1st out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Good start for the Norse here. Good job of Peyton getting that ball on that big hop able to field it cleanly and get that throw over in time. Had time. Runner was not a speedy runner, so good sure hands in getting that over for the first out of the inning. First baseman stands in for Valparaiso. She takes a pitch inside for ball one. There's a good pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Count evens at 1. This game moving along at a pretty good clip here. Really the only break in the action for the most part has been that bottom of the first where the Norse had a couple of base runners, 3 base runners, got 2 runs on 2 hits. There's a ball fielded cleanly by the third baseman, Mac Brown. Over to DeMemo for the second out of the inning.
The designated player, Kaya Garnica.
That'll go down as 5-3 in your scorebook if you're keeping score at home. So 2 down quickly for the Beacon. There's a changeup to start things off. Number 3 for Valpo went down on strikes her first time at bat. Macari maybe looking to get her again. She went chasing a high inside pitch. That ball hit hard, but down the third base line kind of just died. So 1-1 the count. There's a ball just missed down low on the outside part of the plate. 2-1 the count. Got 2 down though. Top of the 4th. Norse on top after a 2-run opening bottom half of the first for them. There's the ball deflected over to first. Good play by Peyton to recover after that deflected ball over to first in time. So the Norse get the Beacon to go down in order in the top of the 4th. They still lead it 2-0. You're watching the North Softball Network. We'll be right back after this brief time. Welcome back, Norse Nation. Getting ready for the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th. Brielle DeMemo stands in. Senior first baseman for the Norse. Out of St. Louis, Missouri. Had a monster of a weekend this past weekend at Eastern Kentucky. Lays off the rise ball up in the zone to go ahead and count 2-0. There's a pitch at the knees for a strike, so 2-1. Clouds rolling in a little bit, overcast, but still temperature's got to be around 70 degrees right now. Wind's blowing out of the west at about 3 to 4 miles an hour, gusts up to 10 miles an hour, so the wind is blowing out to right field. Pretty good wind right now. There's a strike on the inside corner. So count goes to 3-2 here to batter DeMemo. Leading things off for the Norse in the bottom of the fourth. That ball fouled out of play down the right side. Just got a piece of that, maybe a little tardy on that, but able to fight that one off into foul play there. Good job of fighting that off and staying alive by Brielle. We'll do the 3-2 count again. That ball hit hard to right, and the right fielder able to get under it and squeeze it for the first out of the inning. So that ball hit on a line, but unfortunately right at the right fielder, who made a couple steps, backpedal steps going back, and is able to haul it in. If that ball had gotten a little more height on it, it may have carried out for Brielle, but good piece of hitting. She's seeing the ball well. She's getting a good bat on these pitches, and doing a nice job here for the North. So a little bit unlucky hitting that right at the right fielder. That brings up shortstop Lexi Morris. Swings at first pitch for a strike, 0-1 in the count. That ball lifted up into right field as well. That ball squeezed in shallow right field by the right fielder for the second out of the inning. So she had a good run. Looks like she's playing at a depth commiserate with the wind blowing out. Those of you who've been to Highland Heights know we're at the top of this hill, and strong winds, so sometimes normal routine pop flies have a tendency to carry out of this ballpark if it gets up in the wind. But I had a couple balls hit pretty deep to the warning track here so far on both sides, but nothing jumping out just yet. So you want to definitely try to keep that ball low in the zone and not let it get up.
Now batting for the Norse, number 8, Eleanor McGall.
So it looks like there's going to be a pinch hitter here. Looks like a pinch hitter for, I believe, Emma again, the catcher. It's going to be freshman Ellie McGall. Number 8 standing in to take an at-bat here. She stares at ball one. Takes a strike on the outside to even things up at 1. 1-1 to count to McGall. Ellie, an infielder, getting time last fall in the spring here at some third base. Takes another strike on the outside part of the plate, so 1-2 the count to Ellie. There's a rise ball up out of the zone. Ellie able to lay off of that one. Count evens at 2. We got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The North's leading 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. There's a little soft blooper to the edge of the right field grass, handled by the second baseman for the third out of the inning. So McGall flies out to the second baseman to end the inning for the Norse. So we'll going to be going to the top of the fifth. Norse still clinging to a 2-0 lead. You're watching Norse Softball on the Norse Softball Network. Welcome back, Norse Nation, and thanks for joining us once again here. Getting ready to start the top of the fifth. First pitch popped in the infield behind the second base. Muller stands in and squeezes it for the first out of the inning. So nice start here in the top of the fifth. One pitch, one out.
Caden Krug.
Both pitchers now, including McCarry's been pitching a nice game. The Chapman allowing one hit so far through 4 1/3. The Valparaiso pitcher's getting it on autopilot now. She did give up 2 early, allowing 2 runs on 2 hits. So both pitchers settling into their groove here. Not much action, not many base runners since that first inning of play. But 1-0 the count here with 1 down. That ball popped up on the infield to the second baseman. And Peyton getting to work out there, recording both outs so far on pop-ups on the infield. Nice job by McCurry
The baseman, number 00,
getting these infield pop-ups here. So 2 down quickly here for the Beacon. Center fielder Young stands in, number 00. And she fouls first pitch out of play off to the left side. Good start once again, 0-1 the count. Good crowd on hand for a Tuesday home opener for the Norse. Looks like we have a good mix of parents on both ends. Looking at approximately a 4 to 5 hour drive in for the Beacon from Valparaiso University, probably closer to 5 depending on the route they chose to come. So not a bad drive, so imagine have a good following here for this game. Good mix of some students supporting the Norse too. It is spring break, so looks like you may have some NKU Norse students that maybe didn't go away for spring break and are coming out, walking by. Maybe some softball enthusiasts coming to watch their Norse for their 2026 home opener here as they take on Valparaiso University. And there's a rise ball out of the zone. 1-2 the count. So 1-2 the count. 2 down here. Norse up by score 2-0. There's a pitch that just missed low on the outside part of the plate. 2-2 the count. big hit, big pitch here for McCurry in the Norse here. See if we can retire this batter and get back in the dugout. That's a good, not a bad pitch at all. Close enough, but just off the plate for ball 3. Good job, good take by the batter as well. So good battle going on here. Full count with 2 down. Norse clinging to a 2-0 lead here. We're in the top of the 5th. And that pitch just got a bat on it. Fouled off to the left side. There's a strike 3 on a changeup. Dropped a third pitch strike. Again, makes the recovery over to first for the 3rd out. So the Norse get the beacon down in order in the top of the 5th. We'll be heading to the plate here to start things off at the bottom of the 5th in just a minute. Welcome back. Marley Laudermilk stands in, swings at the first pitch for a strike. We're starting things off here in the bottom of the 5th. No scores, no scoring since that bottom of the 1st. And Laudermilk grounds over to first softly. That ball did take a hop into foul territory. The third baseman had a foot on the inside part of the play of the field.
Now batting.
Looked like that could have been called a foul ball, but the umpire, the home plate umpire who owns that call, ruled a fair ball, and the third baseman made a nice throw to get Laudermilk at first. So 1 down for the Norse here in the bottom of the 1st. That brings up pitcher McCurry Chapman. Hitter from the left side. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Folks, we're only able to run off of 1 camera here today. I know we're cutting off a little bit of the right side of the field, first base and right side. Just having a lot to work with. Anticipating some rain too. Is about a 60% chance of rain moving from noon to 2 o'clock, and so couldn't get all the equipment set up. And if it rains, we have thousands and thousands of dollars in electrical equipment that would be jeopardized. So we're going bare bones here. May see if we could get another camera up to give you a better angle, and then as we move and progress into the season, we'll get another second camera or third camera up on the scaffolding for the entire field. So appreciate you bearing with us, but we're happy to be able to give you some commentary and some viewing ability for those unable to make it to the field. So Chapman goes down on strikes there, caught looking for the second out of the inning. So
The third baseman, number 10, Mac Brown.
that'll bring up the top of the lineup. Order turns over for the Norse with 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Junior third baseman Mac Brown stands in. There's a pitch on the inside corner, just missed. Good take by Mac. Want to know the count to Brow. There's a ball hit to the right side, but right at the first baseman. She steps on the bag for the third out of the inning. So the Norse go down in order here in the bottom of the 5th. They still lead by a score of 2-0. We'll be back to carry over to the top of the 6th here on the North Softball Network.
Hey, fans,
we'll be right back. Welcome back, Norse Nation. Getting ready to start the top of the 6th here. Number 77, right fielder for Valpo. Lopez stands in, trying to get on base. Chapman doing a really good job keeping runners off the base paths. Gave up a walk or 2 earlier this game, but for the most part, still holding the Beacon to 1 hit. That ball hit. Watch out. Heads up. We have a North softball great Lauren Hicks dropping by here to say hi. Had to give her a heads up shout here so she didn't get hit in the head. She doesn't have her glove on her, and besides, pitchers don't field pop flies, so Lauren is safe. Though I do want to report there's a ball, line drive hit to right field pretty sharply. Gully bobbles the ball on the bounce, but no harm done, is able to corral it and get it back into the infield. So leadoff single here to start things off in the 6th inning. And this is typically where the Norse have had difficulties finishing with the lead. Look for them to improve on that moving forward. Chapman has done a good job in several games keeping things close, and then relief comes in and does a good job initially, but got to do a better job of closing things out and finishing. Once again, could have a couple more wins this season, but hopefully they'll get things figured out from the pitching standpoint to hold some of these runs that their Norse hitters are affording their pitchers. So, but let's see if we can get out of this here with the leadoff batter aboard with the single. They do pinch run a more speedier batter. And first pitch is upstairs for a ball. So runner on first, nobody out here for the Beacon. They're down to their last 6 outs. They're trying to running out of time to get something going. trying to tie this game up, or at least get one pushed across the plate to cut into that 2-0 lead by the Norse. Sun going back behind some of the clouds here. You can see on your screen a lot of clouds up there, fluffy clouds here, 70 degrees. There's another ball taken upstairs, so 2-1 the count. Looks like the Norse have available in the bullpen this week Kendall Ford, who's been out due to illness. Kendall does an amazing job coming in and when asked to starting, but the Norse have been going on 3 pitchers. Their rotation has been Makari Chapman, Alicia Flores, and Abigail Bird, who's done some nice work coming in relief as well. So the count goes to 3-1 here with the runner on first after the leadoff single here in the top of the 6th. Nice job this game by Makari. Again, only giving up 2 hits through 5 innings. So let's see if she can refocus here and get these pitches hitting the zone and the corners of the plate here. There's a good pitch after regrouping. Had the batter reaching out there. Nice job of coming back by Makari. 3-2 the count. A full count, runner on first. Look for this runner to be going. Oh, she doesn't go here. She stays, and good thing she did. It was a swing and a miss for a strike. So great job of
the center fielder,
refocusing by Makari in the circle, getting the batter on strikeouts. That'll bring up number 99 for the Beacon. Still only 1 down, though. Runner on first. Norse trying to strand this runner there if possible. There's a rise ball way out of the zone. And Makari gets a chaser on that one, so we'll take it anytime the batter's swinging at something that far out of the zone. And here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball got up in the zone just a little bit, fouled off to the left side, out of play. 0-2 now the count. So Makari back in the driver's seat here, looking to retire this batter. The Beacon are at the bottom of their lineup here. I believe 7, 8, 9 in the sequence here. That ball just off the plate. Good miss pitch there. Good waste pitch. 1-2 the count. There's another ball fouled back. Taking a hack at that one. Get ready for the 1-2 pitch as Toto plays in the background. Africa. There's a line drive fielded by Morris over to first. Runner caught off for the double play. So good job of the defense helping out the pitcher there, getting out of the inning. We'll be going to the bottom of the 6th. The Norse up 2-0. You're watching Norse Softball on the Norse Softball Network. We'll be right back after a brief break.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey.
We're back at the Fig here, getting ready to start the bottom of the 6th. Jenna Rhodes stands in, senior out of Wilmington, Ohio, center fielder. Swings at an off-speed pitch there for strike 1. There's a called strike on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That ball lifted into short left field. There's a collision there. The shortstop going back. The left fielder coming forward. And that ball hit the glove of one of the fielders and then fell to the ground. So Jenna's going to get in there. I'm not sure if they call that a hit. Probably will. Yes. So they'll give her a hit on that difficult play. Hope everyone's okay out there. There's a collision. Didn't appear that it was dead on or head to head or knee to knee. Those are the more devastating ones. And although they were hustling towards the ball, it wasn't a full speed. You see some of those horrific outfield plays where both fielders are running full speed, or the infielder turns their back and is running, and the outfielder running in, and they have bad collisions. So it looks like they're going to sub out the shortstop there. She may have taken the brunt of the force there on that collision. So I'm sure the trainers will check on her, and hopefully she's okay. But Jenna Rhodes gets on second base on that little blooper that will go down as a hit, and we'll take it. That'll bring up number 3, Kenzie Gully, right fielder. So once again, the Norse looking to tack on, especially here in this situation with nobody out, runner on second, and they're wanting to avoid relinquishing the lead.
Shortstop for the Beacons, number 7, Jenna Fleshner.
Fleshner replaces Rodas for the Beacon at shortstop, and again, she was able to come off on her own accord, so she may just be a little bumped and bruised right now after that collision. Gully stands in and takes a ball, first pitch. So this would be huge for the Norse to get an additional insurance run here. After they're at bat, the Beacon will be down to their last 3 outs, and always better to go in with a 3-run lead versus a 2-run lead or a 1-run lead. And Jenna Rhodes working some magic on the base paths with the delayed steal they threw down behind her, and the speedy Rhodes able to get over the third. So the Wiley senior out of Wilmington able to navigate the base paths and make a great softball play for the Norse here. Don't see that a lot on this level. Usually the arm strength is really good, but Jenna got off. I think she was setting them up, baiting them to throw down. The old adage in softball, whether it be rec league, travel ball, high school, or NCAA, is you try not to throw behind the runner, because if you do, you run the risk of them taking off or advancing to the next base. So nice job by Jenna. And the Norse are in business here with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th, leading 2-0, and looking to build on that lead for an insurance run moving into the 7th inning here. So let's see if Kenzie could put something in play. Pop-up, ground ball, hit would be nice as well. She takes down low and quickly goes up in the count, 3-0. So Coach Jarek may have her taking 2 pitches here, perhaps. Let's see if she gets the green light. And she does take the pitch. That pitch is called strike. Low at the knees on the inside part of the plate. Up 2-0, nobody out with runner on third. You may see her take another pitch here, but she is may get the green light if she sees something. And that one drops behind the shortstop. So Gully puts it in play. And once again, that ball dropping probably 2 to 4 feet off of the infield dirt, but falls in for a hit. Again, we'll take those hits all day.
Number 11, Hayden Euler-Stens.
So important run for the Norse now, going up 3-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a stolen base by Gully. Throw down goes into center field, but the backup was there. So the Norse putting and applying the pressure here, trying to get additional runs, because what they've encountered here so far is no lead is safe. And so trying to get more runs across the plate and may be able to do so with nobody out. Runner on second. Muller-Stens stands in. There's a pitch fouled off the fist, off to the right side. So 0-2 the count. Norse getting 1 run here to start things off in the bottom of the 6th, adding on to their 2-run first inning. They have 3 runs on 5 hits, no runs on 2 hits for the Beacon. And that ball off the glove of the third baseman that was hit sharply. That goes down as a hit. And right, I agree with that. That ball was sharply hit. Not a lot of reaction time for the third baseman. That brings up red hot Brielle DeMemo standing in. Norse looking to keep this momentum going here, tacking on as many as they can. There's a bunt. And Brielle, you might not have thought would lay down that bunt, but she does, being a team player, giving that at bat up, does get an RBI, and actually advances all the way to second base. So good job of the Norse here, applying the pressure, tacking on 2 runs so far, and there's still nobody out. Runners on second and third now. So the Norse doing an excellent job.
Shortstop, number 14, Lexi Morris.
Putting up some runs here. Okay. And it looks like there's going to be a pitching change here for the Beacon. Number 72 coming in and replacing the starting pitcher here for the Beacon. So she will go 6 innings, giving up 7 hits and 4 runs. We will take a break here. The Norse will have, when we return, runners on second and third. Still nobody out, with Lexi Morris, shortstop, coming to the plate. right, we resume play here in the bottom of the sixth. Lexi Moore stands in, takes strike one. First pitch, Brielle DeMemo on second. Runner on third for the Norse. I believe that's Peyton. Yeah, so Muller-Stens on third, DeMemo on second, and what a stretch for Brielle at the plate. She's doing it, hitting grand slams, putting down bunts, getting key singles, getting on base. She's having a tremendous stretch, perhaps the best of her career that I've seen in the past 4 years. There's a ball lifted to right field, diving catch made, and we have 2 runners score on that sacrifice fly by Morris. So she gets 2 RBIs as the Norse tack on 2 more runs here in the bottom half of the sixth, with still only 1 out.
The catcher, number 23, Emma Ginn.
So Lexi does a nice job of just putting that in play, getting that ball to the right side of the outfield. Center fielder made a heck of a catch with a diving grab for that in right center. But both Peyton and Brielle are able to score from third base and second base respectively to tack on 2. And there's still only 1 out. So the Norse, if they get 2 more, it could be a run roll. Needing to get 8 runs here, they could end it here, and no indication they're slowing down. Emma Ginn stands in. There's this off-speed pitch down low for a ball. Emma had 1 at bat earlier, struck out at her only plate appearance up until now. And there's another ball. So Emma in the driver's seat here. She's going to take a hack at one if she likes it here. Up 2-0 in the count. Norse ahead by 6. You figure she has the green light if she sees something she thinks she can drive. Okay, wasn't her pitch. That went on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Sun's ducked behind some clouds here. And again, blowing out of the west. There's a ball hit up the middle. So Emma Ginn continues the onslaught by the Norse here in the bottom of the 6th. Still only 1 out with Ginn. So I'm again with the 1 out single. Stands at first. Not sure if they'll get a runner for her or not. If not, Emma will get a chance to show off her wheels on the base paths.
Marley Gerald.
And we got a pinch hitter here coming in. Marley Gerald enters the game. Junior out of Danville, Indiana. First baseman, plays a lot of designated player, pinch hitter. Had a good run for the Norse last year at third base. Got very versatile in the infield here and a good bat. So let's see if Marley could keep things going here for the Norse. There's a swing and a miss. So 1-1 the count to Gerald. That ball fouled over the first base dugout. So 1-2 to count to Marley. Emma Ginn stands on first base after the 1 out single. Lexi Morris had, you don't see this very often, but a 2 RBIs on a fly ball to the outfield. Good heads up base running by Brielle DeMemo. scoring all the way from second base on the play. Two and two the count to Marley. And just gets a piece of it to stay alive there up in the zone. And there's one in the dirt, and Emma, like I said earlier, showing off her wheels there. The stolen base. Marley Gerald stands in with the full count here. Base hit would be nice in this situation. And takes ball four. So good job by Gerald drawing the one out walk. So the Norse aren't done yet. First and second, still one out. It looks like there's going to be a pinch runner. Marley Loudermilk will run for Marley Gerald, so the Marleys swap out at first base, and it looks like there's a pinch hitter. Victoria Flores coming to the plate.
And now batting for the Norse, the left fielder, number 32, Victoria Flores.
So the Norse looking to keep things going here. Still one out only, runners on first and second.
Correction, running at first base, number 18, Marley Loudermilk, re-entering.
Let's see if the Norse can keep things going here with only one down. They put four across the plate already this bottom half. And Victoria stands in, takes a ball upstairs. First and second, runners on base. Victoria at the plate. And she takes one off the left leg for a hit by pitch. That one's going to hurt a little bit, but that loads the bases. The Norse have had several big innings this year, putting up crooked numbers, scoring 5-6 runs in one inning. So lineup turns over. Third baseman Mac Brow stands in, still could end it here. Base hit would likely, with a Loudermilk speed on second, Gapper for sure would end this. Mac taking those pitches over to right field. Right fielder a little unsure of herself this game, so look for her maybe to shoot something over to the right side and keep up that trend here if they're pitching her away. So she takes one right down the middle for a strike. So 1-1 the count. Again, bases loaded. You got Victoria Flores at first, Marley Loudermilk at second, and Emma Ginn at third. There's one foul down the right side. So yeah, Mac going with the pitch, has done a real nice job, as I said earlier this broadcast. Spraying the ball all over the field, but not afraid to change her strategy, cut down on that swing, and shoot those on the outside half of the plate over to right field. Let's see if she can get one a little up in the zone here, maybe line one over to end this game to right. There's a ball down in the dirt. So 2-2 the count. We'll take a walk as well. That'll get us to 7. That'll force in run and would be an RBI for Mac if she were to draw a walk. But 2-2 the count with bases loaded here, 1 out. And she lays off the high cheese there. 3-2, bases loaded. 4 runs have come across the plate already in this bottom half of the 6th for the Norse, looking to add some more. No lead has been safe, so the more, or hopefully end this here. There's a pitch fouled off. Mac out in front of that one, turned on it, but a little too far out in front of that. That one traveling down well into foul territory on the third baseline. How many viewers? So we'll do a full count. Bases loaded, Brow at the plate. Again, fouled off. So great at bat here with Mac fouling these off on both sides of the field. And she's done a great job so far this year. As I said, using all fields to hit. And there's a called strike third on the outside part of the plate.
The center fielder, number 1, Jenna Rhodes.
So Jenna Rhodes stands in with 2 down now and bases loaded. Takes a ball upstairs for ball 1. I want to say Jenna maybe, sure if they batted around yet. Sorry folks, don't have my statistician here. But I know the Norse have sent several to the plate. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. And they go over to first and get the out. Looked like Jenna legged that out. Was past her by about a half a step, but was still called out. I think the umpire just wanted to move this inning along, in my opinion. But I could be mistaken. But the Norse throw up 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th here to go up by a score of 6-0. They're 3 outs away from taking this first game of the double bill here at Frank Ignatius Grind Field. You're watching the North Softball Network. We'll be back after this message. Welcome back, Norse Nation. Getting ready to head into the last inning here with the beacon of Valparaiso University down to their last 3 outs here. Makari Chapman sailing along here, giving up no runs on only 2 hits through 6 innings here. Looking to close out Valparaiso here and grab this opening win of this doubleheader scheduled for today. And so important for the Norse to have put 4 on the board there. We just need outs now. 2-0 the count. And you want to grab this, get this leadoff batter out here. Important not to let the leadoff batter aboard if possible. There's a comeback strike there, outside part of the plate. Well, 2-1 the count. Wind picking up just a bit, still blowing out to right field. There's a good pitch, swing and a miss again. So count evens at 2. Two and 2 the count. Nobody down, leadoff batter here for the Beacon, trying to get a base runner in the worst way. That ball lined to second base, but fielded nicely on the one hopper by Peyton Muller-Stenz. Goes over to DeMemo. 4-3 on the putout for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, Mac Gallagher.
So the Norse, 2 outs away here from taking this opener from Valparaiso. Looking like they're in pretty good position to do so here, but need to close out strongly. Here's a pitch on the inside part for a strike. There's a ball. 1-1 the count. We would be looking, if we were to retire these next 2 batters here, approximately a 30-minute intermission between our next start, which would likely go off around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a ball lifted to left field. Victoria Flores gets under it and squeezes it for the second out of the inning. And the sun creeping back out. Not a factor in that play as the sunglasses were down. And good job by the Norse here. No errors today by the Norse.
Number 1,
they've had 26 errors. The ESPN broadcast had mentioned in 28 games. So they're looking to clean this up and doing a great job defensively today. Nothing getting through. Sure hands. And now 1 out away, they find themselves from taking this first game of the doubleheader. There's a swing and a miss, and a great job by Macari in the circle, keeping the hitters off balance, using both sides of the plate here, and finds herself 2 strikes away from collecting the win here in the opening bill. There's a changeup that thrown about 40 feet, but good stop by M again. And that's okay. And even if you're not getting those changeups over for strikes, just a change of pace, keep the batters thinking, keep them off balance is what you could utilize that pitch for, even if it's not getting over for a strike. Here's a ground ball to third. Could be the end of the game. Mac Brow over to DeMemo for the third out. And your Norse take this opening game against Valparaiso University by a score of 6-0. Thanks for tuning in to catch the Norse on the Norse Softball Network. We will try to have the second game for you as well. And we thank you for tuning in. Your score once again from Frank Ignatius Grind Field, the Northern Kentucky Norse 6, the Valparaiso Beacon 0.